Harold here with a Power BI video on cool things I like, and one of the coolest things in Power BI is tooltips. In fact, I love tooltips from all Microsoft applications. It's a great way to add extra information without cluttering up your visuals. So let's get started. Got my NBA data. I've got my NBA data I got from Kaggle. I'll put a link in the description. Let's do a simple clustered column chart. Make it big. We'll do NBA player name and points. That's a lot. Let's filter it down a little. Do a top N based on the points. Drag that to value and put a 5 in there and apply the filter. Here we have our top 5 guys by points at the time this data was taken. Joel Embiid, Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Aaron Fox, and Donovan Mitchell. Scale doesn't do too much for me. It doesn't show much difference. So let's change the scale of the axis to, it looks like they're all between about 32 and 30, maybe. And do that. Well, minimum 30. That looked better. You kind of see a more of a range there. So tooltips. If you just hover over a column or a piece of the pie or any part of a tree map, any visual, your standard tooltip will pop up. It's in black with gray type, lighter gray type. It just gives the fields that you have selected for your data, X and Y axis. If you put some other stuff down here, it'll give that too. But and legend, etc. But down here is also add data fields to your tooltips. So if you wanted to know, I don't know if any of these guys was averaging a triple double, you just drop triple double is 10 points, more than 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists per game. Drop those in your rebounds, not offensive rebounds. We'll do, there it is, total rebounds and assists. I don't think I got that one. Let's try assist again. And now your tooltip gives name, points, rebounds, and assists. So you can do this for whatever you want. Drop as many fields as you want. Get the whole player card per se on there, and just hover over it and see if anybody's getting close to. Luca is averaging a triple double. Embiid's not there on a assist, but he might be there on blocks. So that counts too. Anyway, that's how you do your basic tooltip and add more fields to it. Also on the format, you can format the tooltips under the general tab, tooltips. You could also turn them off and on if you want to. I'll go the report page thing in a second. You can change the text. Let's make it a little bigger. Label color yellow. Value color white. Background, a nice light blue will be good. So now when we hover over it, oh, I want to change the font too. I kind of like this consoles. There, that looks nice. So I've got a nice formatted, colorful tooltip to match my chart. But that's not all you can do with them. There's one more cool trick, and I skipped over. It's this section where you say report page and auto. If you go to a new page, say you were only concerned about how many assists these top five guys got, and you wanted to uh, have that as a visual tooltip on your visual, you can use a visual as a tooltip. So on a blank page here, I'll do another clustered column chart. Make it big. Player. If I was only concerned about how many assists the top five guys by points had, and I wanted to see it visually, drop it on there. So you can make a visual into a tooltip. First thing you need to do is go to your format page, so you can make a visual into a tooltip. First, on the blank page, go to format page, page information, allow use as a tooltip. Rename it. Let's say our tip's going to be about assists. Call it TT or tooltip assists. Okay. Now you can create our clustered column and do player assists. Let's go to our top N again by points. So player top N 5 points, the value field, apply the filter. So there's our guys, their assists. Let's the data labels on. So now many. Now since we've said that this page is formatted as a tooltip, we can go back to our graph or points, go to the tooltip, select the visual first, go to the tooltips, general, tooltips, say report page, tooltip, TT assists. Okay. Now when you hover over the column, that player's assists come up with a visual representation. Gotta love it. That's all for tooltips. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please like it, subscribe, and I'll be back with more. Thanks, everybody.